I know that I teach you a lot of great things like how to use the newsletter properly, to get the most out of it, how to use postcards, how to use your incentives, all those fun things. But really what it all comes down to is income producing activities. So for those of you who have been doing this for a while with me, I would love for you to put in the chat what you consider an income producing activity, something that is going to make a travel customer, client decide to purchase a trip with you. What kind of things do you do that you consider income producing activities? Let's see what you say. Social media content. All right, what else do we have? I see social media content, and this is going in exactly the direction that I wanted it to go in. Booking trips, yes, that is definitely income producing, but how do you get to that point? How do you get to the point where they can actually, where they know that you're a travel agent and they are going to book with you? So word of mouth, good. Spreading the word to family and friends, yes. All right, so that is what we're going to talk about today, because really, as hand out flyers in my street and maybe high school, I don't know, posting current travel deals on social media, follow-up calls for prior clients, that's a good one. Pop-up events, network marketing, put together a package deal, business cards. Where's the chat? I don't see the questions. Only I see the questions, but you're in the chat. Following up, social media flyers, persistence in providing valuable information, offer groups, bridal expo, signage on my car, email notifications. Okay, so let me talk about the difference between action tasks and income producing activities. But I created a slide to show you the three main ways that, I mean, the one way to create income producing activities is to talk to people. That everything you do should lead to talking to people. So when you say signage on my car, that's great to drive around with a sign on your car, but it's not actually an income producing activity. You are not guaranteed or yeah, like it's not guaranteeing conversation. So it's great that you have it. It's a great task. It's a great advertisement. Social media presence is great. But again, you can stay on social media all day if you're not talking to anybody. If you're not seeing anything, then I suggest that you log out and log back in. All right, if you send flyers or newsletter, great tasks, but does that get you talking to people? So here are the three that I'm going to focus on today. And some of you have already been talking about those kind of things. So number one, you could directly talk to people. That's fantastic. Number two, how you're using your social media. So right here, I have a photo that says, it shows me on a beach, on a hammock where it's nice and warm. And then it shows me on my butt in the snow skiing. All right, and it says, do you prefer a warm or a cold vacation? So now let me quickly take you over to my Facebook page, Inteletravel. And here is that same picture that I posted on the 19th, today's the 21st, so 2 days ago, 50 comments, 50 comments. So what I would do then is, see, it's not about the actual post, all right? It's about talking to people. So what I would do is I would go and I would click on Nicole, and I would go to her message, and what I would do is I would talk, talk. You can use your messenger to speak. And I would, let me get my phone out so I can kind of talk you through it. So you go into Messenger, and let's see, I've got, who's my friend? Here's my friend Allie. So I can press on the microphone icon and I can say, hi, Allie, I am doing a webinar with our amazing agents right now, and I'm teaching them how to use the voice memo in the Facebook page so that they can talk to agents so they can talk to their clients or potential clients and just let them hear their voice, their excitement. So I know Allie likes warm vacations. So Allie, I would love for you to let me know, like, what locations do you want to go? Where have you never been? And what are the favorite destinations that you have been already? Okay, so now let me play that back to you. So now Allie's going to hear this. I'm doing a webinar with our amazing agents right now, and I'm teaching them how to use the. Okay, so you see that? She hears my voice. She hears my excitement. She hears my passion. So what you would do is now you have 50 leads, everybody. 50 leads. You would call on that Facebook, you would leave a voice message and you would ask them, where have they been before that they loved that was warm? Where would they like to go? Somebody who's cold, say, oh, you know, I'm such a warm vacation person. Tell me where you've been that's cold. What kind of cold vacations do you like to go on? And start a conversation in Messenger. Now you are talking to people. Now you are building relationships and you can add them to your list. Okay? So I hope that makes sense to everybody. All right. It's always difficult to get engagement. I see a ton of likes, but people don't typically comment. All right. So then maybe what you can do, let's see if I can find one where I used one of our incentives. So let's see. We've got all these fun things here. Well, let me just show you what you can do. You can go into your back office and you can go under marketing and sales tools. All right. And you can go to our incentives, our travel incentive center. And there you can get a 3-day, 2-night getaway for $1.75. What? Yes. Do they work? Yes. Do you have to read the virtual brochure and the product Q&A so that you understand how to use them properly so that people don't get frustrated? Yes. But for $1.75, you can get a 3-day, 2-night getaway. And you can then go back to this post that I posted and you can say, do you prefer warm or cold vacations? Put your comment below to be put into a drawing for a 3-day, 2-night getaway on me. One of you is going to go someplace either warm or cold. Believe me, you will get lots and lots of comments then. Okay, so that is the first way to do it, by engaging with people on social media like this, getting these people to comment and then talking to them through voice messages. Now, for those of you who are a little shy when it comes to these types of reach outs, yes, you can write them a message, but I'm telling you, like the amount of effort it takes to write to them versus quickly jumping, and you can make yourself a little script. And then what I want you to do is I want you to put on like your favorite song that pumps you up and gets you excited, and maybe even like do some laughing, like just be like, you can force yourself to laugh like I just did, and then it gets you into a cheery, fun mood, and that's when you read your script into the phone and say, hey, I'm so grateful that you wrote on my post, and I would love to hear what warm destinations you've been to and which ones you dream of going to. Let me know. And just, that's it. It's that quick. And then you wait to hear what they say in response. And then you keep notes of what everybody said so that you can watch for our hot deals. Let's go back to the, and I know I go quickly on these things because I like to leave a lot of time for you to ask questions, but it is recorded and it will be put up in your back office. So then you go down here and you check out the hot deals. And let's say somebody said, oh, I've always wanted to go someplace warm in Europe. I would love to go to Europe when it's warm. Well, great. You can look and say, oh, we've got an AMA waterways, and you can, oh, wait, we can get the VIP treatment from Trafalgar. That looks like Greece to me, so you can look for those types of, oh, sunshine spotlight. Well, that's definitely going to be for your warm people, right? Okay, and then of course we can look and see if we have anything that is cold weather. I mean, it might not be at this time of year, but you just never know. All right, let's go back to our PowerPoint. All right, the other thing is pop-ups. All right, so here I am doing a little pop-up, showing some stuff to some friends. You can do a pop-up. Find somebody that has a restaurant. Let's say you want to feature Italy. You can go to an Italian restaurant and say, hey, do you have like a day that your lunch is a little slow? Or you can go to a coffee house and say, hey, I'd love to bring some brochures and talk a little bit about travel and coffee. Or you can do something jointly. Like maybe you go to a coffee shop and you have somebody who sells clothing and they bring some warm clothing for, to drink with their hot coffee, and then they have some cold, like warm weather, like, shorts and t-shirts that they can, for if they're going to a beach place, like they can bring the type of clothing that goes with, or jewelry, or candles that are scented. Some might smell like beaches, and some might smell like cinnamon that makes them think of cold weather. So find people to, a second person to partner with, and then do a pop-up. Go to a gym and ask them if you can do a pop-up there where you talk about travel and places where people can go and do yoga. Maybe you could even do a pop-up for all their instructors so that their yoga teachers can do a retreat that they show at the gym. So think about different places where, yes, you can definitely rent a booth somewhere. That is a great way to talk to people. But again, is it okay to promote other businesses for this purpose? Well, you can do individual businesses. You're not supposed to mix. So if you're doing travel agent, if you're a travel agent and you're doing, here's what I always say: if you're a travel agent and you are doing a pop-up for a specific place for travel, you wouldn't be promoting how to become a travel agent, because that would be mixing businesses. However, if someone says to you, my gosh, this is so fun, you do this for a living, you could say yes. And if they say, how, like, okay, let me take your business card, or stay afterwards and we can talk about it, right? I mean, because we want people to become travel agents. We love that. So how do we leave a voice message on Facebook in reply to those replying? The same way you did. You just press that little, you can go back and forth with that little microphone, and you're leaving messages back and forth and back and forth. So the goal of the pop-up, first of all, you would want, let's see, I am going to go and open up a recent PowerPoint. Let's do travel parties. Okay, so for travel parties, it's kind of like having a travel party, only you're doing it like in somebody's store. So your goal is to bring people to the store, like invite people, oh, come to this coffee shop, or you can meet other business owners, bring your business cards, make it a community type of thing, and then have some kind of bucket there that says my bucket list. Get everybody's name, email, phone number, address, and 3 bucket list trips that they would love to go on. And again, you put that in there, and the incentive is maybe you're going to give a 3-day, 2-night getaway. Maybe you're going to give, what would be really nice is for you to buy a $10 card from the coffee shop that they can then, a gift card that they can then use. So it's like a win-win for the coffee shop owner. Like I was walking down, I live in Summerlin, and I was walking down downtown Summerlin, and they have a tea shop there, and the owner was there, and I talked to her about doing a pop-up in her store, and she was very excited about it. So it's a great way to talk to people, get their contact information, and get the information as to where they want to go. And you're creating relationships with people. You're asking them what they do, how you can help them. All those kinds of things are great. All right, so the last is referrals. Okay, referrals from people you know. So maybe the people you know are not ready to travel today, but you want them to travel. So, but they're not ready. Who do they know? Tag a friend who loves Disney. Have you been to Disney World or Disneyland? Let's see. I don't think I have as many comments here. And one more. So people, so again, these, I don't really have friends on here who, like, I wouldn't expect a travel agent. Everybody here are travel agents. So I wouldn't expect a travel agent to tag somebody because they're going to be using that, but you all can do that. So here's something I did at the romance event. I asked the agents who were there to please call up, put a post up and say, hey, it was after the holidays. Who do you know who recently got engaged? Tag them in the post below, because I want to send one of them on a 3-day, 2-night getaway. And if they win, if you are the one that added them, you'll win one too. Now, one of our ambassadors immediately did it. She implemented it, and she got 50 people commented. And one of the people looked at her page, saw where she was, we were at LeBlanc, and said, I want to book. I think she booked her bachelorette party there, like right there on the spot. And then she had all these other people to talk to. So those incentives really work. And listen, you can also use an Amazon gift card, okay? Or a Starbucks gift card. People just want to, like, spend $10 on a gift card for Amazon to get 50 leads. All right, it is worth it.